We are live. Paul
We
is
are
already
here.
in the chat. And here we are, boys.
We're here.
Pro Wrestling Sauce.
Oh my God,
What'd you say, Jake? We got a fatal five-way? Because
Yeah,
Paul's going to be giving his predictions, too. Yeah.
Oh, Paul's gonna give us his predictions.
Absolutely.
Did you ever
Alright,
did you ever
Paul.
pay for your predictions, Josh?
What's that?
Did you ever pay up for your last predictions for WrestleMania?
Yeah, you got to give me $30.
There's never a proper what do you want to call it? Punishment established.
We need something.
You guys come up with stuff, but it's never anything good. It's always like,
Oh, I always shoot bizarre stuff just because I know it's
you
bizarre.
shoot the stuff that's never gonna happen.
I know.
Your punishment is
maybe
Tony
like a good punishment.
Shave your head bald.
Like you should purposely stub your toe.
Ooh.
No. See, here we
That's
go
a pun-
again. Bad punishments.
That's a
Mine
good
was
one.
good.
That's
Mine was
pink.
good. I don't care what you say. Mine was good.
Or just go with
What was
Vegemite.
Dirt's? And we didn't hear it. Everybody was talking at once.
Oh,
there.
I said you should probably just shave your head bald.
But I'm already bald.
It's good punishment.
That's not
That's
a
a good
punishment,
punishment.
dude. That's just a cleanup.
No, that's just a lifestyle.
That just has me looking good. Right?
It's a lifestyle now.
All right. Well, let me welcome everybody in. Dirt, Cowboy Nate, Jacob, me, Josh O'Leary, and Paul in the chat. Everybody here for Pro Wrestling
Yeah, how's
Sauce.
everybody doing?
And Jake, let me get this squared away. You said you had some limited time here tonight?
Yeah,
Unlimited
limited time. I got 4 a.m. wake ups.
Okay, well, we usually get started here with Raw. Do you want to skip Raw? We have Frozen. I'll go to a different screen while we unfreeze. Jake, did you want to skip Raw and go straight to the predictions so you don't miss Raw? So you don't miss the predictions?
Yeah, we can do that. Just know Raw was
do
good. The booking for Raw, in my opinion, could have been a lot better.
All right, well, we'll do Raw. Well, let's not get into it, because if you start getting into it, we'll get into it. But let's keep it with the predictions here for Backlash 2025. Nate, do you have the card
Yeah.
pulled up?
We got a total of 5 matches on this card.
Okay, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. That's perfect.
All right.
myself.
Now I don't know if this is going to be in order or how this is, but this is the order they have on the quick hits on WWE.com. So the first one is Dominic Mysterio versus Penta
Okay.
for the belt, by the way.
I'm gonna be writing this down live.
The match is gonna kick ass.
Yeah,
And,
sure.
Justo, I see your chat there. Justo saying he passed his test to go to the 5th grade.
Nice.
Give it up. Give it up for Justo, man. Hit
too.
Justo with that Paul Heyman soundbite for passing the test. That's right. Oh my god!
That's like someone got their hand in his mouth and just like flipping his mouth.
I know, it's like puppet Paul Heyman. It's like
To me, it sounds like a dog. It's just going
Yeah,
ballistic.
he's just
it
barking.
does.
Yeah.
It sounds like a mad chihuahua.
Yeah. God, we love Paul Heyman over here.
Oh yeah, big
All right.
Paul.
I will say his promo on Raw was quite.
I missed.
Wait. We would never know what he was gonna say.
Did he tone out there?
I think he
Yeah.
did a little bit.
Oh, okay.
What's the first match we're looking at?
We're still frozen on my end too, so I'm waiting for us to come back here so we can be on.
Penta and Dominic.
Here we go.
And
Yeah, if you go to WWE website, Dirt, and then go to the Backlash, you can go to quick hits. It's usually how I get everything.
I'm just looking at the main article.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I'm doing.
All
We got
right.
Dominic and Penta starting off. I'm gonna start off. I guess I'll just go since you guys are looking into things.
Oh, I'm
Well,
good.
I know
We're good.
I'm picking.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Well, in this match, I think I'm going with Dominic. I think this
Yeah.
is a good first match for Dominic. I think it's gonna be a solid match. I just think as I always do, your first match winning the belt, I mean, this isn't his first match, but this is his first PLE match. I don't think they're gonna give it away that quick.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I don't see Dominic, uh, falling out of favor here with the IC title just yet. I mean, he just got the thing.
Yeah.
He's very popular with it. I know Penta is also very popular,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think on that level quite yet. I think the backing of the Judgment Day behind Dominic also helps because people love Liv Morgan. People are starting to really like everyone else in the Judgment Day as well besides him. So I think it's way too soon. My pick is also Dominic. I don't think we're going to differ here. Jake still not here.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, he's back. He's so quiet. Came back in so quiet. And then Paul in the chat has picked Dominic as well. Jake and Dirt, you guys picked Dominic?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
I'm picking Dom just because, like what Nate said, it's his first title defense.
No, it's not. He's already defended it once.
Yeah, he did it on Raw. This is his first PLE.
Oh yeah, his first PLE
Yeah.
title defense, as the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. And if you guys don't recall on Raw, he had an encounter with AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles said he was coming after that title regardless of who wins. It's clear as day. And he's also going to go after Finn Balor. Him and Finn Balor are going to wrestle for the number one contendership.
Really, Finn's going to go after him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Finn and AJ are going to go after Dom. But Carlito's going to save the day. Carlito's going to help Dom retain the Intercontinental Championship because Dom is cool.
Dom is cool at this point, and he's got the backing of a cool guy like Carlito.
Yeah.
That's immediately what I thought.
Yeah,
And I think this is all leading up to Finn, Dominic Mysterio's SummerSlam Night 1.
You may not be wrong.
I think that's where you break the Judgment Day up right there. Finn versus Dominic right there.
Yeah, I can see that
You
happening.
break it up, and Carlito takes the cake.
Oh, Carlito coming out on top is not something in the cards, I think, at all. But that would be great.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be a
You are right.
curveball.
It would be cool.
Ooh.
It would be cool. Justo in the chat saying that he came here to say hey, but he's got to go to bed. He said hello since you've been subscribed to Slipper House. All right. Well, good night, Justo.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night, Justo.
Congratulations on your
5th grade.
your graduation to 5th grade there. And may many Paul Heyman's reign upon you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't think anyone. Oh, there you go. Garrett was on it.
We're gonna overdo it this one episode. It's not gonna be
Just
funny
Paul.
anymore.
So the next match we got is a Fatal 4-Way, United States Championship. We got Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre.
I'm going Jacob Fatu.
Okay, Dirt, right off the bat. Why Jacob Fatu for you, Dirt?
He's just retaining. I think he's on a upward. He's still on the up and ups.
True. His trajectory, if there was a graph for Jacob Fatu, it would only be
The rest of these guys
be pointing up.
The rest of these guys have plateaued. Whereas
I mean,
Not Drew. Not Drew. I can't agree with Drew. The WWE made Drew plateau. Drew didn't plateau.
Yeah.
Oh
himself.
yeah, but the story around Drew is plateaued. I mean, how much can he swing the sword around?
They
He
messed
doesn't-
him up when
he
they
got
took
rid
him
of
off
the
of
sword.
SmackDown.
Dirt's not letting that sword thing go.
Yeah.
I love that sword actually. It's one of my favorite gimmicks.
Yeah,
Just
you
having
want
that
him to
big
bring
ass
it back.
sword.
Actually, this is the case. This is hatred because he doesn't have it anymore. Really.
I think
Right.
once
Once the sword's gone, you've plateaued.
I think when we get to the draft, they need to draft him back to Raw, Drew, and save his career because SmackDown is not it.
Yeah, it's
No.
not my favorite. I don't even like him being in the picture for a United States Championship. Like, who gives a shit about that? Like, what's he gonna do? Win it and be like, oh, I'm from Scotland, ha ha ha.
Oh,
Like I don't know, dastardly Scotland heel Drew McIntyre. I don't care for. Don't care for him even being in this match. I like to pretend that he's not. It'll still be a great match here.
Whoa, I like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Me
feel like
too.
we all
But
do.
I don't think he's above the United States Championship,
Right, he's a jobber right now.
which makes no
He's in this
sense.
to make he's in this to make Fatu look that much better. He's taking
Yeah.
out two big guys plus LA Knight.
He's
Yeah.
like a highlight. He's like highlighting these matches. He's
Oh,
drawing you in
LA
with his
Knight's the
name.
one getting pinned. It's got to be.
LA Knight's there as the wild card. The other two are like evenly matched with.
I think Drew's the
Fatu's
wild card,
size.
dude.
I'm talking about size wise.
Like I do like Drew. Paul's saying he doesn't like Drew. I like Drew a lot. He's definitely. I've liked him since he was Galloway back in the WCPW days. He was great on reinventing himself outside of WWE and then coming back in as the bigger, beefier Drew McIntyre, and he's cutting good promos. He saved the whole CM Punk feud when
Yeah.
CM Punk got it.
It was good.
Yeah, he saved that whole
He
thing.
also just looks like a evil villain, just a really handsome evil villain.
He does. He does. He seems like he'd be. Well, I don't know if he'd be the main villain, but he seems like he'd be a henchman.
He'd be the main villain in the first movie.
He'd be like the henchman that turns good at the end. You know?
He's like, I always had your back.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
tired
like
of him
he's like
bossing me
Dominic
around.
Toretto. He's like Dom in the first movie.
So what? I think we all in agreement of Fatu.
Yeah, that's
Paul
it.
fall in the chat. I don't like. He says I don't like him because he's Scottish.
Oh, he's
Makes
from the
sense.
UK.
Yeah, Paul.
Wait, is he actually from the UK?
Yes. Paul's in England. He yes, probably a deep rivalry there. So totally understandable then.
Paul, what do you think about them wearing kilts? Do you agree?
Jacob Fatu is gonna pin Drew McIntyre.
That was funny. He's just like I just think it's funny. He's like I don't like him because he's Scottish, dude.
Jake, are you picking Fatu too?
Yes, I'm picking Jacob Fatu, and he's going to pin Drew McIntyre.
This should be the easiest
Ooh,
layup
okay.
in the entire card.
And I also feel like the
do we want to have a
reasoning.
caveat? I think he's gonna pin. I think he's gonna pin LA Knight
Okay, I can put an asterisk for everybody.
because it's a
For the pin.
four-way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pin.
and we all picked the same guy, so we need a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be
Nate,
LA
you
Knight
pick-
getting.
you picked Fatu as well.
Yeah, I'll go Fatu pinning Drew.
Okay. That's okay. Pin Drew. Yeah, I'm going Fatu. There's no way he's losing this thing yet. I think it would make him look weak already.
It would just completely kill his career.
Yeah, it would kill it. Even though the title is like meaningless and he's kind of making the title. You know what I mean?
sure.
Like the
I
title
mean, that's
is
how that
meaningless.
title's always been. This is the United States Championship. It's always
yeah.
kind of been. That's always been like the C level. It's like underneath the Intercontinental.
Oh yeah. I always saw it that way too.
It's underneath the
I'm gonna
European
say
for me
I'm
too.
gonna keep it simple, and he. You know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna throw a wild card in here, and I'm gonna say Jacob Fatu pins everyone. He stacks them up. He stacks them
claim
up.
all of them.
He stacks
Then
them
you
up
don't
like,
lose.
remember when Roman did that, and he had that awful tagline, and he was like, "I stack them." I don't know. It sounded like he was about to
Back him, pin him, win.
He's
No,
like, I
it wasn't
stack 'em, I
that.
spread 'em.
Yeah,
Stack
it was
'em,
like
spread 'em.
it sounded sexual or something. He was like, I smash them. He was like, I stack them, I smash them. I'm like,
And I leave.
yeah, and I'm like, what, Roman?
Fatu's gonna stack them and then Rikishi them.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then,
the Rikishi bomb.
Paul says, I can't say anything. I've worn a kilt, but an Irish one. Okay, wasn't
Well,
hey.
wasn't those damn Scots? Okay, I'm picking Fatu with a pin LA Knight.
And I also feel like this match has the same as like the Dominic, where you just put the belt on Fatu. You're putting him in this first PLE to kind of build
Well,
up
that's how
that
Backlash
reign.
usually is.
Yeah, it's kind of building up that reign.
True. Yeah, two fresh guys coming in there with titles. Two hot fresh guys. Let's be honest. Too soon to put it on anyone else there. I mean, Penta's hot too, but I don't know, man. That guy's gonna sell toys to little kids regardless of whether or not he's got the strap. I think he'll eventually get it, but I don't know.
Is there only? Oh, there's 5. Okay.
Yeah, there's only 5. Backlash is. I think some of these.
I was only saying 3 for a second, but the other one's just not pictures.
Side note about Penta, real quick, is like I do think it's funny now that Ray Phoenix is there. Like when Ray Phoenix comes out, it's like, oh, it's not Penta.
You know, Penta is best.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that.
Penta's best friends with George Kittle.
What?
Yeah. That's true.
I liked him until you
Not
said
surprised.
this. Ugh, God. Oh wait, I think I did know this. I think I saw George Kittle at an AEW show one time. Is this? I think that's
George Kittle's touchdown celebration is the Seto Miedo.
I'd rather have George Kittle.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yes.
I know who I'm not drafting. Well, he's old anyway. I'm not drafting his ass.
He just got re-signed for 5 years.
Snap.
Well, if you're half Irish, Paul, you should only hate Drew half the time. You know?
Only half the time?
Next match. Why not? We got our insight there.
So I'm gonna go with this one instead of the one that's the next one. We're gonna go with Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch.
Okay.
I'm
Becky Lynch.
I see.
Oh, I'll let
Becky
somebody else
Lynch.
pick first. Okay. That's the same thing I was picking.
Picking Becky Lynch with
Now,
help
Jacob,
from.
tell me why you're gonna pick Becky Lynch.
Oh, I have a reason too.
I think she's gonna join alliance with Seth and Braun.
Dude, me and Jake are on the same page.
Wait, what?
Me and Jake are on the same page, same exact page.
She's gonna get help from Paul Heyman.
Yeah, Paul Heyman's gonna help Becky win. That's what I think too.
I hate that.
That's what the storyline's indicating for me.
And then you're gonna get Team Corporate.
Yeah, I really hate that. Wait, that if you want to ruin this whole Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker review, throw Becky Lynch's stale honk shoe ass up in there.
Oh, Dirt left. He said his promo. Oh, he's back.
You know?
Yeah. No, she's been bad. She's been bad.
I mean, I got it down there on the docket. I'll go ahead and say it now. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria had I guess you could call it a promo battle here on Raw. Becky just comes out and cuts the worst, and I don't mean like heel heat bad, I mean just bad promo I've ever seen. Like one of the worst ones I've ever seen, where she says the word garbage like 100 times. It was like a ridiculous amount of times. Oh, you think I'm garbage? Like, you know, just... God, dude, be quiet, dude. Stop it with that shit. Jesus.
And this is for like the second time in the week. This is the second one. This isn't the first one.
Yes.
Remember she came out the week before and did another terrible.
It's drawn out. It's like, I don't know. It's not getting Lyra over at all, I don't think, because Lyra comes out to crickets. Like you could hear.
Lyra's just a bridge to get the belt to Becky.
Well, yeah, clearly, but at the
you
same
could hear
time,
literally someone pooping in the fucking stadium.
You could hear a gnat fart in the stadium when Lyra Valkyria walked out there and was like, "You didn't make Lyra Valkyria. I made Lyra Valkyria." It's like no one cares. Her title reign has been, I would say, below lackluster. That's not even an appropriate word. I feel like that's giving it too much credit. These women's mid-card titles are, I'm going to go ahead and say it, they're stupid. I hate them. And I think that they don't do enough. I don't think they do well enough with their main roster titles to think they have, enough whatever oomph to be dishing out titles like this. Yeah, dude, friggin' Io Sky has been putting on a show, but then I'll give her credit. But other than that, dude, it's been falling flat a little bit, dude. Your whole the biggest thing you had with your other big title was, her mocking someone's divorce. It wasn't even about the title or the matches or anything right now. At least that World Heavyweight Women's title it's about the belt. People want to see Rhea, people want to see Io. You got Roxanne. There's a lot of stuff going on with that title, and that's interesting. But that's about the only interesting thing they're doing. So I don't understand why they're going to throw all these titles at the women if they're not going to do anything with the actual title to get any of them over.
Yeah.
You know, one of
And
the
then now
women, one of the women who was wrestling for the Intercontinental title in this tournament just recently was just released. So,
And now they're mixing in the NXT women too, to try to put some type of interest into this women division.
yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of them are holding it together, but I think it's bad overall on the women's side.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree.
Bring back the Divas Championship.
Right, and I like the addition of Roxanne and Julia, and bringing in some new faces. It's good. Hopefully, it gets things rolling in the right direction. But at the same time, I just feel like there's not. I mean, they got women's tag titles. There's a U.S. title, an Intercontinental title. Too many titles.
Too many.
Not enough roster. To be honest,
I think I'm gonna pick Lyra. Unfortunately, I feel like it's
Wow.
I don't like Becky's promo leading up to this. I don't think she'll be a good addition to the Braun Breaker Seth Heyman thing. I don't know. I think she's
right
boring.
in.
I think she's boring, dude.
Well,
She's
yeah,
been
I
boring.
think that's like a part of it. She's just gonna be used and abused by Paul Heyman.
She kind of reminds me of the whole John Cena farewell tour where they're trying to be heel and it's just hard to watch.
I
Very
can
good
feel
comparison.
that. Yeah, when Becky's better as a face than a heel.
Well, she should have been a face. People haven't seen her for a long time, and
Yeah.
What they did with Charlotte is what they should have done with Becky, and what they've done with Becky is what they should have did with Charlotte. They should have just reversed the scenarios here, because people wanted to boo the shit out of Charlotte, and they tried to bring her in as a babyface. People don't want to boo Becky, and she's out there trying to get them to boo her.
Forcing the boos.
Yeah, forcing it.
Fortune to boo.
Yeah, I mean, if you go out there and say garbage 100 more times, it's going to be go away heat for me. Okay? It's going to be go away Becky.
I think if she impersonates Seth Rollins a little bit more, it'll get better.
No, that's even worse, dude. If they see, that's going to, I don't think you should get, and that's another reason why I'm not going to agree with this. I don't think she should be anywhere near Seth. I think you should keep.
They should divorce in kayfabe divorce. I think that would be really funny.
No, I just don't think you should bring that up.
Why
or
not?
get that involved in there. I don't know. It just doesn't fit.
Do it like
then it's just
do like a
Becky
Matt
copying
Hardy-
Seth's character, and that's not a good character. That's not a character that's getting good heel heat. That's like getting cringe heat.
Do like a Matt Hardy Edge thing where Lita like cheated in real life and then you bring it in. So you have to have Becky cheat on Seth with some superstar.
Now y'all are thinking like
you know.
Vince Russo. Now you're thinking.
Paul Heyman. She's cheated on Seth with Paul Heyman.
But they're in the same group, so you can't.
Yeah, it's gonna tear the group apart.
With Braun,
And then-
Braun's
There you
is
go.
there.
Braun's watching.
Becky starts to get super tan little by little each week, and you're like, what's going on?
She already is. She's the most tan person in this picture right here.
Oh lordy. Maybe Braun's like, oh, I can't have the belt, so I'll just take your woman. So then that's.
I think
what
she's
starts
just the
storyline.
most red. She is Irish.
This is also
All the
a
way
Photoshop
Irish too,
picture.
Paul.
This is a Photoshop picture, so everybody's got different lighting.
Yeah.
I'm
I
also
think because she
picking.
is pretty white.
I'm also picking Lyra, just so you guys know. Paul is also picking Lyra.
So it's 2-3.
And this is strictly because I am going to agree with Nate and say that
Against
Becky's
Becky.
honk shoe, dude. She's literally the worst right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm going with what I think's gonna win.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I will like a. I've learned from picking from these PLEs or Saturday main events that you're not always going to get upsets.
Yeah.
As much as I would love to pick all these upsets, WWE just gives us the basic storyline sometimes.
Yeah, to keep it
Sometimes.
safe.
But I don't think keeping it safe is what we picked, Nate. I think keeping it safe
No.
is the Becky
No.
pick.
Is
It's
picking
Becky
Becky?
pick.
I thought keeping it safe would pick Lyra because they're trying to build her up even more.
No, the clear storyline is Lyra is just a vessel to get Becky the belt.
Oh, trust me, if this is anybody else, I'm picking against Lyra. I mean, I feel like me and Josh is picking against Lyra because these recent weeks we can't. We need to get this IC belt away from her. I just don't feel like it should go to Becky.
I do find it hilarious that here on this program, me and Nate have been very critical of Lyra. Dirt, you were here for my bird turd rant on Lyra.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, and yeah,
The birds of war.
now I'm picking her. Now I'm rooting for her.
It's like because you got to think in the three-way we have, right? We have
Yeah.
Lyra. It's either Lyra, Bailey, or Becky. I'm picking Lyra because we don't want Bailey to have this belt.
I don't
Please
know,
no.
dude. Going away makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah,
Bailey getting screwed out of the WrestleMania match by Becky. It's working on me a little bit. I won't lie. It's working
guess
on
that's-
me a little bit.
so bring that up. I guess that's the only storyline you can build off of Becky getting the IC belt. Is Becky wins the IC belt and then you bring back Bailey to first feud type
Yeah,
thing.
which I hate, dude. God, I hate
So
it.
I just feel like you're kind of running out of storylines with Lyra because there's nothing you can build with her because she just honk shoe everywhere.
Yeah, this is just
So-
two honk shoes. Dirt said Becky. Jacob said Becky. Okay, we got all those in. All right, those are locked. Everyone's all right, those are
Locked
unlocked.
in. I already know who I'm
Two
picking
more
this next
matches.
match. I'm
All right, so
picking-
this-
Oh, Paul
Oh,
threw
so-
in a wild card here and said, "What about Alexa Bliss?" I don't think
No,
she's
they're
had
trying to-
any mention or tease or anything like that. That would be a straight up wild
She's-
card out of nowhere. I'm not expecting it at all.
She's SmackDown and they're trying to build up the Wyatt Six again because that was a dud.
It was a dud, and I believe everyone's forgotten.
I haven't.
I know
We know you
haven't.
haven't, Jake. We know you haven't, but
But it was a dud, buddy.
We're talking about the
need-
masses here, and it was a dud. This was a smoke bomb that, you know, with a wet fuse.
They need Karrion Cross's help.
No,
No.
Karrion Cross buried them.
Yeah. Keep carrying away from the if they're going to be hokey and spooky, I don't want Carrion anywhere near it. Carrion's good as mad, pissed off Karrion Cross.
Yeah, he's gonna get switched to Killer Cross.
That'd be fantastic. They start letting him use the F word.
Yeah.
Fantabulous.
Yeah, fart.
Flamingo.
As
What's,
always.
what's our next match?
Our next match is Pat McAfee versus Gunther.
I got Pat
Gunther's gonna kill
McAfee.
him.
Pat McAfee's winning this one.
I'm picking Pat.
I'm picking Pat.
I want Pat. I want Pat to choke him out.
Here's what's going to
Submission.
happen. Pat is going to enter into Ultra Instinct. He's going to get KO'd instantly, but he's going to enter into Ultra Instinct, and Gunther's not going to be able to pin him. He's just going to keep throwing his shoulder up. And Pat's going to win just out of exhaustion from Gunther. And then this is going to lead into the big head Pat storyline, where Pat is going to have a huge ego coming forward.
Yeah, I don't think any of that's going to happen at all.
Nope, I don't think so. I think Gunther's gonna beat him severely bad, and then he's
Yeah.
gonna powerbomb Michael Cole through the table.
Yes.
Mm.
There you go, Jake. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Thank you. That is very good. I like Michael Cole going through the table. What a great addition that would be.
No, realistically, I
yes.
think that they need to figure out a way to write Pat off the show for a little while until the NFL
They
season
probably
starts
do,
up.
and he's probably going to go away for a while to do
College.
sport talk, and
He does
stuff like
college.
that. And this is their way of taking him off, which I think is stupid. I think you could have taken him off just with that single choke that you had a week ago, or whatever it was.
Yeah, he could still be. He should be kayfabing the shit out of that on his own show.
Yeah,
Or he
I know.
did
Me
for
and
like
Nate
a
talked
day,
about that
didn't he?
last week.
He did
Yeah.
it for like a day, right? He had a
No,
neck
he didn't.
brace
He
and
didn't even do it
stuff.
for a day,
No.
dude. He was back on YouTube the
No.
next day, just being
Yeah.
regular Pat, interviewing Hulk Hogan about his shitty new wrestling federation. The shield that
brother.
Pat McAfee is. This dude needs to
part
take
of my
a
beard, boy.
shovel to the face. This dumb
We're back,
shill.
brother. We're back, brother.
Yeah, the match is gonna
Switch my
end.
vote to
Yeah.
Gunther. I'm changing my vote.
I didn't
No
write him. I
longer-
didn't write anything down yet. But my pick is Gunther. I hope he
Yeah.
destroys Pat McAfee. I know Pat's gonna get in a couple shots. Gunther's probably gonna, I've seen Pat's move set there down in NXT. And he's gonna do a couple springboard moves and maybe like a move off the top rope. He's not gonna get any suplexes. His chops will be laughable. Gunther's going to give him a raw hamburger meat chest. And yeah, we're not going to see Pat for a while. Pat's done. This is a gimmick match. This is a attraction match. Gunther, after all he's done and all the sacrifices he's done, putting over two bozos at the past two WrestleManias, two freaking dorks, may I add, two dorks in Jey Uso and Sami Zayn at the past two WrestleManias.
Dude,
he needs a reward here in beating the shit out of Pat McAfee. Maybe that's what they told him. Maybe they're like, if you go, let Jey Uso go over here at WrestleMania. If you agree to this, we'll let you beat the shit out of Pat McAfee. And he was like, oh,
yeah,
say no more.
I'm going Pat McAfee. Sorry, go Jake. Go ahead.
I just think this match is going to end with Michael Cole leaving the announce table. He's going to get in the ring. He's going to tell Gunther to stop beating Pat, and then Gunther's going to choke out Michael Cole.
I think Pat, if Pat has any shot, what he's going to do, and this is typical Pat, is he's going to find some wrestler from the 80s or 90s to come out with him, and they're going to interfere.
It's Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be Jake the Snake. He's going to come out with his giant python. And like halfway through the match, he's going to distract Gunther, and then that's how Pat's going to win.
Yeah, Gunther's going to be like, what's that bag of skin and bones on the side of the ring? Oh, wait.
I think
it's Jake
he's
the
gonna
Snake.
He's going to come out with Hornswoggle.
No, I think Jake is completely right. I think Jake is completely right. I think his take is spot on. I think you will see
Michael Cole's going to interfere.
Yes, dude, this whole thing, they brought it up again. And this past, I'll go ahead and talk about it now since we're just kind of like intertwining Raw into this. Pat, this past Monday on Raw, talked for like 30 minutes, dude. Sat there and talked for like 30 minutes in the ring. Dude, a horrible night for promos. A horrible night for promos. Everybody, sometimes this fools people when Pat talks passionately or like, starts to get on like a rant style talk here. Gunther was not fazed by anything he said here, and it didn't seem like it was really getting over with the crowd. It seemed very pandering to me. Say the name of the town you're in type deal. I can't stand that. Very Mick Foley here in, Munich, North Dakota or whatever, and then the crowd pops because you said the name of the city you're in. A lot of that from Pat. A lot of just pandering, just straight up pandering and putting himself over, talking about his accomplishments and whatnot. And it just makes no sense to me at all that Pat is even allowed to be in the ring talking like that to Gunther. Gunther is a real wrestler, someone who, wipes his shoes, his boots before he gets in the ring there. And to have somebody who wears, the latest Nikes that he was given on his YouTube show or whatever to come in there and just, you're an announcer, Pat. Why don't you do good at announcing? Because lately you haven't been doing that. So to come in there and stand face to face with Gunther is an insult. So I hope Gunther gets to beat the shit out of you.
I think there's another possibility here. I'm reading that Gunther's suspended.
No, that's old. He was like suspended for
indefinitely.
For choking.
That was last week. Yeah,
Pat demanded he be reinstated because Pat has so much power and authority. He demanded he be reinstated.
I thought his first promo was good. His second one was bad, but I also feel like the producers were telling him like, "Yo, you can't talk the way you were from that first one." He had to kind of like keep it at a certain level.
I guess
professional.
I was just pissed off. I was pissed off at this whole entire Raw. I thought this was one of the worst Raws I had seen in a while. The timing, the pacing, pretty much everything I saw. We had a returning Sheamus who got def rebelled, and then with like some shitty new music, and then they put a guitar solo over the top of it, and Michael Cole is like trying to put over this guitar solo. And and he's like,
he did say something.
He's like, it's the guitarist from Tool. It's like, who gives a shit? And why does Sheamus have the guitarist from Tool?
Why are they trying to sell this music so much?
Dude, yeah. awful, awful stuff. And the timing on the show, like I said, show ends at like 10:20, and then we have stuff happening afterwards that goes up on Twitter. What is with this? Like, what is this like a TKO thing or
Literally,
something?
like, couple minutes.
Yeah.
A couple minutes after.
And, like, dude, I got so many commercials during my stream as well that I was like, this is crazy that I'm, like, paying for this at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather, find a way to illegally get it or use a VPN somehow. You know, it's it was a bad Raw.
Yeah, it wasn't that
Stop
good.
fumbling over my
Coming
words
off,
there.
and it came off of a good one because the week before it was a good Raw.
It was a good Raw, but I thought just pretty much every aspect of this thing was falling flat for me. I was like maybe excited for 1 second, but then it fell flat. It was a good main event, I would say, like during the match portion. But of course, it ended in kerfuffles.
Mm-hmm. Well, for this match, I'm gonna pick Pat, and I'm gonna do. He's gonna get Gunther in like a roll pin, like a sneaky little roll pin.
He's gonna tap him out.
He's gonna roll.
No,
up.
you know.
No, I
Yeah,
get
like,
Pat
roll him up or
McAfee is
something.
gonna roll up Gunther.
Yeah. He's not gonna get an easy pin, like laying down flat, pin him. No, he's gonna get a little sneaky, like roll him type pin and get out of there.
Paul's
And
picking
then you
Gunther,
can
he's a
add
smart
in,
man.
then you can add in the Gunther being pissed off, and he goes to freaking puts Michael Cole through a table.
You're trying to make me happy at the end there. Not gonna work. Well, then where's Pat gonna go for College Game Day if Pat wins?
Well, college isn't here yet. It's
No, but he's
not
got to
that
go
time.
get prepared. He's got the YouTube show. He's a busy guy.
No,
When
he doesn't
is
leave
the-
until college game day, and that's not till like after summertime.
Yeah. What are you saying,
Yeah,
Dirk?
still got SummerSlam. What was I saying? I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was.
We should.
One of them's gonna get themselves disqualified, and then Gunther's gonna flip shit.
No. This is a clean win for Gunther.
Main event time.
Bigger John Cena.
We can go to
Jacob-
main event.
Yeah.
John Cena, Randy Orton, belt.
John Cena.
John Cena with the help from R-Truth.
That's a good one.
I think
Yeah, I
Randy's
think
gonna
Jacob's
flip.
kind of spot on there too as well.
Randy's gonna flip Truth.
Hey, Truth's not. We don't even know if Truth's going to be involved here, Jake. Let's not run with that.
Oh, we know. This
Yeah.
could be the Rock interference.
Rock interference on Backlash.
I don't think
That's
so.
crazy. He didn't even
It's
come
just-
for
it was-
WrestleMania. You think he's gonna come for Backlash?
I think since the debut of this movie trailer, the Mark Kerr movie, he is not going to be seen anywhere near the WWE. You'll see him on Jimmy Fallon. You'll see him on stuff like that. But you're not going to see The Rock actually come
wonder-
back. And especially if this movie wins any awards. Absolutely not. The Rock is now a serious actor. He is not going to make Jungle Cruise 2. It's been canceled. Jungle Cruise 2 no longer in production. The
He's
Rock is now a
canceling
serious
wearing
man.
button-up. He's canceling wearing button-up khaki shirts.
Now,
Done
who's not
doing
a
that.
serious man is R-Truth. You'll see some extensive R-Truth coverage on House Assembly this Sunday. Me and Dirk got into it.
Oh yeah. Jake,
last-
did you know
last
that?
night.
Did you know R-Truth's the most decorated superstar in the WWE?
That's right.
He has
This
the most victories.
He has the most titles. He has the most titles out of anybody.
He's a 412,618 24/7 7-Eleven television champion.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Bring back that belt.
No, Nate. God.
Oh.
What are you going to put it on Pat McAfee? You fucking.
Yeah. Bring back the 24/7 belt and make it a spinner belt. It'll be great.
Paul's already got his pick in. Picking RKO. Okay.
I'm doing Cena. I think you're gonna unfortunately give Cena this farewell tour. This is just a one
Well,
last time.
This
Type
is the
match.
first. This is the first step in the Randy Cena feud, and at the end of the feud, Randy's gonna win, and then Cena's gonna pass the torch on to Randy.
Now, like Nate said, though, you're getting a Let's keep in mind we're getting a farewell tour here. I think Cena's going to go through a variety of opponents,
that he's already wrestled.
That he's already wrestled before, and he's going to be retaining against all of these until the very end when his
Cody.
final one is Cody. I mean, it's clear as day that's what they're doing when the clock strikes, whatever. And Cena's going to ruin wrestling. Well, here, wrestling has more than one royal family. And, Cody's going to come out and...
His last match is going to be Kurt Angle.
That'd be crazy. That would be a good way to go out, honestly.
No, it wouldn't. Have you seen Kurt Angle, dude? No, it wouldn't.
Dude.
I do not want to see these two old men gassing themselves out in the ring. I don't. Nobody needs that. Paul's going off favoritism here for the Randy pick.
Randy's my favorite too right now.
Yeah, but there's no way I can pick him here. There's no way I can pick him here. We just got this
storyline. They're
not giving it up on it yet. And everybody loves losing in their hometown. It's in St. Louis.
No, it's a rule. They can't win in their hometown. They're not allowed to. It's like an unspoken rule.
But boys,
in your hometown.
I gotta get to bed.
All right. Well, thank you, Jacob, for joining us here.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Giving your
I'll
predictions.
See you guys tomorrow.
Here on Pro Wrestling Sauce.
And I will be back next Wednesday at 10 Eastern Standard Time on another episode of Pro Wrestling Sauce.
That's right. Right here on Superhouse.
I will be listening to the stream while I'm, counting sheep.
Oh, you'll be listening for about 3 seconds, and then you'll be thinking about a Becky Lynch promo, and you'll go right to bed.
Do you got another fart for us this week? Last week you left us off with a freaking juicy one.
What?
Yeah, dude, that one hurt.
What? Nate, don't request farts, dude.
No, because I've been having a lot of diarrhea. A lot of
diarrhea?
No. Okay.
I've been having a lot of, Did
you just abbreviate diarrhea?
I've been a lot of diarrhea Ripley's,
Oh.
It's been ripping right out of the colon, you know what I mean? But no, I just, my final words is,
He's trying to fart.
He's trying to
I'm
fart.
He's not a fart, but I'm gonna pop a blood vessel.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that now.
Yeah, don't pop blood vessels. Don't fart unless you have to. That should be your final words there.
Yeah. Don't force a fart, y'all. Don't force farts because at the end of the day, you're gonna poop.
You're gonna poop.
That's it.
Right.
That's all I got to say. I'll see all y'all next week.
All right.
On Pro Sauce, Pete Carroll, El Jefe is Lord.
All right. Thank you, Jacob.
And remember, Nia Jax is not like most girls.
Yeah, he can never have an actual final word.
There you go. Bull Dempsey.
What? He says Bull Dempsey. Just some random wrestler from like 7 years ago. What? All right, so just to confirm, your guys' picks were Cena, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we just to let you guys know, looking at this sheet here, this spread, we only differentiated on like 2 matches.
Yeah, the 4-way and the...
No, we didn't. The 4-way, we all picked the same guy.
It was Gunther, Pat, and Lyra, Becky.
We had to make it interesting and say, who is he going to pin?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like this is a card coming back. It's a lot of just raining, but I feel like we're gonna have good matches. You know what I'm saying?
For some reason,
might have
Pat is still speaking to me.
Who is?
I'm looking at this match card between Pat and Gunther, and Pat is so intense.
I'm just going Pat because you already they've already screwed Gunther so much. Why not just bury him even more and just have Pat win?
Nate, this is the worst idea you've ever had, dude. Ever.
This
Gunther is awesome, dude. I do not want him buried by Pat McAfee, dude.
No, I don't think anything's wrong with Gunther. I just think they've already had him lose so many times in the last 2 years.
That's not true,
Why
dude.
not?
That's not true. He's only lost at WrestleMania, Nate. He had
Well,
historic
he lost
title
his belt
reigns.
to Sammy. He lost his belt to Sammy. He lost his belt to Jay.
Yes, on the biggest stage of them all. Why would he be buried again The
so
next
then
night.
he lose. Then he just might as well just give him this L against Pat McAfee
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. I see.
or the announcers.
I see Gunther getting revenge here. And just to go back to it, like we said about Michael Cole, he was brought up again and put over by Pat McAfee in about a 10-minute segment on just Michael Cole. And I think Michael Cole's definitely going to be having some sort of involvement here. And it's definitely going to be the fact that Gunther is killing Pat. I think it's just going to be, please stop. He's going to throw in the towel or something like that. And
No, I definitely like that. I like the Michael Cole ad.
it'll be a commendable showing from Pat, I'm sure. But Gunther, like I said, he's going to turn this guy into hamburger meat. This guy's going to make patties later. Pat patties.
I think you spice this up by power bombing Michael Cole through a table.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm hoping for that now. And ever since Jake said it, I'm like, please give me Michael Cole on the ground, covered in rubble. I need it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh yeah, but I also need Pat covered in rubble. Pat needs, and like, don't get me wrong, guys. I don't hate Pat.
No, I know you don't.
You
I
hate
don't,
Pat.
but I hate him in the ring, thinking he can go toe to toe with Gunther. I do hate that. You might as well have Michael Cole in there, being like,
Dude.
like this guy's an announcer. He's an announcer. Okay, like
Michael Cole back in the singlet.
like I said, Pat should be spicing up his announcing a little bit more. This guy talks during people's entrances at the worst times. Like, he needs to work on his, I don't know, take some notes from Joe Tessitore, dude. That guy's killing it. That guy's blowing everybody out of the water, in my opinion. Him and Wade Barrett are the best team. They blow Michael Cole and Pat out of the water. Wade Barrett, Joe Tessitore, they don't get enough flowers. There's some from me. Right? That guy was commentating baseball, man.
Dude, he sounds good.
Yeah, he said. I remember when they brought him in, I was like, this guy's gonna blow. He commentated baseball, and then wow, he proved me wrong. Because when he gets fired up, I'm like, oh yeah, I like this guy getting fired up. He's kind of got like, I don't know, just a good vibe all around too. And have you ever seen him get a good pop when he comes out?
Yeah.
He gets a good pop from the crowd when he comes out. Joe Tessitore, man, I want to see Joe Tessitore versus Pat McAfee. That's what I want. Yeah.
There, you should put that picture as your background. The one I just sent you.
Where is this? Oh,
On Discord?
What the hell is this?
Oh,
Oh my.
okay.
God.
Paul says he's off to bed. Thank you for your predictions, Paul. He's not slept well. That's right. Paul is in England, and it is like 5 a.m. over there or whatever.
Oh, lordy.
He hasn't even been to bed yet. He's got trouble sleeping anyway. So, Paul, thank you for staying up and hanging out with us
Dude,
here on the sauce, giving us your
Drink you a
predictions.
cup of tea and go to bed, man.
Yeah, there you go. I love a good cup of tea.
I want a mozzarella stick.
Good cup of
Oh
tea.
God! Don't
So
let
what-
me hear any Survivor stuff. I'll get even more mad. Don't.
Oh, no.
I'll turn into the. I'll be as red as the Kool-Aid Man, and I'll bust through your guys' screen right now. Dirt's got Pat back there just looking at me, antagonizing
Dirt.
me.
Are you able to put that picture on your background?
It wouldn't let me save it. I can try again.
Oh, we froze.
If you just search that up, it's just. I don't want to spoil it for Josh.
see you Friday,
Josh
Paul.
should see this.
No, I know he's seen it, but it's
Well, I can't see anything right now, so I'm frozen. So if you do set it as your background, when we come back, I will see it.
What do you guys want to get into? Some stuff on Raw? The stuff that
I
we
was gonna
haven't
say,
talked
did
about?
we miss anything on Raw?
We had. So here's just like the
I
little.
missed the
Here's
entire episode.
some headlines I can just read off, and you can tell me what you want to go over. We had the Paul Heyman confronting Jay. We had Penta defeating.
Let's start there.
JD. Okay,
Yeah,
that's just the beginning.
Yeah, let's.
We can just start from the beginning.
Well, yeah. I just want to talk about this Paul J promo.
All right, go ahead.
I wasn't expecting Paul to be the one to come out here. Were you guys?
No, it completely caught me off guard. I was
No.
thrown for a loop. Completely shocked.
Well, Dirt, you didn't watch the episode of Raw,
I have no idea what happened.
but
I didn't think it was just solo dolo Paul Heyman.
yeah, Solo Dolo, Paul, and kind of like Pat McAfee's promo earlier. I thought Paul talked way too long.
Yeah. It
Uh,
was just like venting.
yeah, I thought it was like get to the point, Paul kind of deal. It was like he was taking too long to ramp up and get passionate, and by the time he did, I was kind of over it. And also like I don't know, logically he's not making that much sense. Like with the storyline and like who's involved in it and stuff like that. I don't know.
Hmm.
I thought it was a
I
little
think
all. I thought because like why is he still calling like CM Punk his best friend and like the tribal chief? Like I don't know. I don't like that. And I
Yeah.
also heard Seth slip up and call him Wise Man. I don't like that Seth is calling him the Wise Man.
I think he was
Like
doing it ironically.
I mean, yeah, but even so, come give him your own nickname or something, because he,
Well,
Brock Lesnar didn't call him the Wise Man. Roman Reigns did. So CM Punk didn't call him a Wise Man. Roman Reigns,
just call him Paul.
yeah, call him Paul or Mr. Heyman or you know, Bronzeman number 2, whatever it may be.
Yeah, he was and that's what I took from this was he was very tan.
Oh yeah, I saw. Who was it that tweeted? It was Oh, this picture of Michael Cole. God, don't remind me of one of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time. Dirt, do you know who this was against?
JR.
No, it was against the King, Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, that's what I
Oh
meant. That's
yeah,
what I
I
meant.
remember
I
this.
meant
I
him.
remember this.
Yeah, and Michael Cole somehow won this bullshit.
This might be the first time I actually recognized like the commentators were real people.
You know, it was the longest match at that year's WrestleMania.
The Michael Cole match.
Yep,
That was bad.
yep. Uh, anyway,
This is
what,
how he should dress, by the way, for Backlash.
what were we saying? We were talking about something not Cole. Cole distracted me.
Uh, uh, Paul Heyman being
Oh yeah.
Braun.
No, he should be. Yeah, Paul Heyman's very bronze, very very bronze man. Bronze breaker, very bronze man. He's got all the bronzing equipment. He's probably supplying the locker room with bronzing
Yeah,
lotion.
yeah.
And he's not giving Seth any, it seems like. So Kevin Owens tweeted out, he said, "Hey, Seth, are you going to get just as bronze as your other two goons?" Which had me thinking, if they do add a third man.
Braun Seth.
No.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
needs
I
to
get what you're
be Bronson Corbin.
Ooh, Bronson Corbin.
Yeah,
I
that's right.
just got rid of my Baron Corbin background.
Yep, Bronson
I
Corbin.
thought we would
Make
I
Corbin
thought we'd
really,
never
really
talk about it.
tan, and we make Seth even paler, like Sheamus White. Right? We make him like Sheamus White, and we have him just be the leader of the Bronze Boys. But he himself is not a Bronze Boy.
If anyone needs bronze, it should be Sheamus.
No, dude, no.
We should just see a bronze Sheamus just for the heck of it.
We should just see Sheamus with one of his good songs
Yeah.
back. Right? What a lackluster return for Sheamus. Also, you want to talk
Yeah.
about lackluster? Rusev.
Yeah. That was kind of whack.
Rusev. I mean, Otis and him had a pretty good showing. I would say, like C grade showing there. With Rusev just really putting over the Accolade, and then Tozawa tried to come in and save Otis, and Rusev was gonna let him live, and then had second thoughts. Came back in, put Tozawa in the Accolade, killed Tozawa, left everybody laying there. I thought Rusev should have gone the extra mile and put Maxine Dupree in the Accolade.
No, he didn't touch Ozawa. He went back to Otis for the second time.
No, he touched Tozawa. He hit him.
But he didn't put him in an accolade.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. I just saw it on a wrestling recap.
Yeah. He put him in
Oh,
the
wow.
Accolade, and then he put Otis back in it, too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He did it both.
What is with my boy Otis having to take these major bumps, man?
Yeah. Otis does deserve better, but I think he, in that match, was showing,
No, it should
showing the
be.
back
It should
why
be.
he deserves better.
It should be Otis versus Pat McAfee.
Yeah, it should be. Makes more
Maybe
sense. It's a
be a better
joke. It's a
match.
joke match. Yeah. I don't know. Can't mention Pat and then have me expect to keep my train of thought at all.
Yeah, I just completely derailed it.
Yeah. What else?
Let's see. So after that, we had Penta and JD McDonald.
Yeah, I thought this would be better.
Yeah, I did too. I was kind of hyped. I texted you about this. I was kind of actually like hyped up JD's first match, and it was all right. It was all
They were
right.
really putting him over on commentary though, with the whole lung explosion that he had falling into the announce desk. What took him out for his injury. So I thought that was smart of them to do. Really put him over as what have they been calling him? The Iron Man or whatever, because he's finished the match with a collapsed lung.
Oh, he's the Iron Man?
The Iron
Oh
Man.
no, I think they were calling him the Iron Lung. Actually, is what
I
they
would
were.
call him. I would call him.
It's a
they were
weird thing to call him.
Wheezy. I'd call him Wheezy.
From
like
Toy Story. Tori.
Toy Toy.
Or is that
Toy
more
Story?
like the sound you make when you can't breathe.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I thought you just meant Lil Wayne's nickname.
Yeah.
Multiple things.
Oh yeah, he's got a bunch of them. Poser is my favorite one.
So after that, we had Sheamus, Austin Theory.
God, yeah, this is where Sheamus came out to that god awful music. Oh, but don't worry, the guitarist from Tool shit out a fucking god awful guitar solo over the top of it, and Sheamus is gonna walk out. What is this? The 9th dog shit AI music that Sheamus has had since he's had good music. Like, it's terrible, dude. Why are we doing my boy like this? Why are we like?
I'm about to watch the walkout right now. I'm gonna get a gauge on this Tool guy.
Yeah, get a gauge on the music. It's bad. Pat talks over it most of the time, but it's bad. It's bad music, and Sheamus deserves better, dude. You know?
Yeah, Pat's talking.
And this was a surprise. Yeah, I told you, he talks right over that shit. This was a surprise opponent for Austin Theory, who did not know Sheamus would be returning here.
Oh,
Can we break up
Sheamus'
Austin
new
Theory
font.
and Grayson Waller, too? Like, who
Yeah, it's
cares
bad.
about those guys, dude?
They're carrying that storyline for no reason.
Yeah,
Sheamus' new font's pretty good.
I see two guys like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller standing in the ring on Monday Night Raw, and it makes me wonder why Dakota Kai was fired.
Yeah.
I see these two guys and I go, "Where's the closest locker I can shove them into?"
Yeah, for real, dude. Like, these guys are
I see
dorks, man.
These two guys and I go, "Nookie time."
They might as well be baby faces. They're such dorks.
Dorks.
Yeah, man.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Sheamus white noise.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you watching that highlight?
Yep.
That match was alright.
Sheamus never looked better.
Never.
No, he has looked better. He's out of shape.
He looks way better. He's breathing hard.
Yeah. Why did he go away? Do we know this?
He's old.
Was it
Injury.
just a little break? Oh,
Yeah, a
injury.
little injury.
I didn't know if it was just like a little WrestleMania break because there's no storyline for
No,
him.
torn left butt cheek. No.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Becky Lynch Lyra next, but we talked about that.
Yes.
After that, we had Io versus Roxanne Perez, which wasn't
Okay.
bad.
No, this was
is
the
my
highlight of the
favorite
night.
right now.
Oh yeah, Io's the best. Probably, dude. I'm gonna take gender out of the equation.
Oh,
I think Io's one of
Jinder
the
Mahal?
best things, and one of the most over wrestlers on Raw right now. Whenever she does the head point, the crowd's doing it with her now. Dude, she's over, man.
oh yeah.
Over super hard. Roxanne Perez getting that heel heat.
She's the new John Cena.
Jobbing out. She's the new John Cena.
Dude, John Cena. Instead of this, it's this.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. But she's getting over organically just with her wrestling, which is great. And
Oh yeah.
Roxanne is too, though. People aren't shying away from that, at least within the IWC. People were happy to see Roxanne again featured here on Monday night. I guess just a permanent staple here on Monday nights. Her and Julia. Julia being called out next by Io Sky. I guess she'll be fighting her next time.
No, they're doing it. No, tag team match.
Okay. So who's Io's partner?
Rhea.
Oh God. Well, I was gonna
Ooh.
say they fired her other one.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah, Monday it's gonna be Rhea, Io versus Julia and Roxanne. They already announced it.
Well, Julia and Roxanne, I believe will find. I think Roxanne will finally pick up a win.
You don't talk about
I think it's
artificial hype.
good.
I think Rhea Ripley is the most overrated wrestler. She's like The
She's
Rock
good.
Jr.
She's good in the
She's
ring. Yeah.
Yeah, I
She's
think
had
she's
some
good.
really good matches in the ring. She's
She
not,
brings
yeah. She's got good
she
power
brings
moves. Oh yeah.
she brings a little bit more attention to her because of the outfit she chooses, but she is good.
Sure. And I mean, I think it is a little annoying how I guess just over she is. I mean, she's got a little bit of the Jey Uso effect, I would say, like
Main event Rhea Ripley.
yeah. Well, where it's just like, well, so many people like her. It's a little overdone. You know, when people are like, "Oh my gosh, Rhea Ripley," you know,
That's my mother.
yeah. Oh God, dude, drag my ass through broken glass, dude.
Yeah.
No. Blocked. Yeah, no good. No, I think she's good in ring though. Rhea is very good wrestler. I do not think that this whole can they coexist between Io and Rhea is even needed really.
But what happened to
Completely
Bianca?
different.
I don't really understand
Bianca
it either
injured?
because Io's carrying the whole storyline. So why is I don't know.
Yeah, where did Bianca go?
Where did She's on Is she on SmackDown?
I have no clue. I think did she get hurt from WrestleMania and she's taking a break?
Someone was hurt in that match, and it was Bianca, wasn't it? Yeah, I think she had a
I'm
broken
not sure.
finger.
She could have got
I
something
think she had a
broken.
broken finger in that match.
Yeah,
I think
she's
I read
just
a report
disappeared.
about
She just disappeared.
that. Yeah,
Broken
she
fingers.
has. Because Naomi's still carrying that whole Jade Cargill storyline that no one cares about on SmackDown. So you're going to need Bianca to get back in there to really spice that feud up, I think. I don't know. Yeah, she's nowhere to be found. I don't think she's going to be involved in this storyline at all, which is kind of sad considering she was the one who, rightfully
You're right.
won the Elimination Chamber.
You were right. She's out for a finger.
Okay.
Out because of the finger.
So
So they probably had to take this story a different way. That's probably why they're doing this Roxanne, Julia story. That's why they're doing this whole feud because she
Julia.
probably broke it. Because how she broke her finger. Well, that makes sense. I didn't even know that. I didn't know she actually got hurt.
Yeah. She did. Broke that fingy. Owie.
After that, we had the Otis Rusev. We talked about that. We talked about the Pat Gunther. Any final thoughts on
Farts.
that? Oh my God, farts.
I made the fart noise and it got you, dude.
Any additional?
Final farts on Pat Gunther?
Yeah. Anything else? Any
No,
final
I don't
thoughts
have.
on this?
I don't even want to hear his name anymore. I'm ready for him to be checked out and to be off TV. Finally, actually selling an injury. That'd be nice.
I think Pat is gonna come out, and El Grande Americano is gonna be at the Spanish announcer table just waiting, and he's gonna back up Pat.
Nah.
No, he's gonna beat the shit out of Pat.
Dude, he won the speed belt, by the way. El
Pat?
Grande
Oh my
Americano.
God.
No, El Grande Americano won the
No one
speed
cares
belt
about that speed
on
belt.
Cinco de Mayo
Oh my God.
against Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix, I think, or Dragon Lee or something.
I hate the speed thing, dude. Yeah, if
Yeah,
I
it's
could
dumb.
trade that shit for the 24/7, I would.
Do it.
If I would, I hate the 24/7 title too. But if I had to pick one,
At least you get to see the 24/7. You have to go on Twitter to watch the speed one.
yeah, true. And they don't even mention it on TV.
No, it's just its own thing.
Yeah.
However, we had Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso,
Mm.
and then get a DQ.
Yes, which was actually pretty good. I would say it was like a B. It wasn't anything blowing me out of the water here between Jay and Seth. I thought they could do a lot better between the two, but in a match that's going to end in DQ, I guess you don't want to pull out all the stops.
And wait,
Oh,
I have
fairness,
something,
Jey Uso's in the match.
and I do have something before, and
Yeah.
it was a DQ because of one man.
Yeah,
Now, if
Logan
you can
Paul.
see, I have this terrible shirt on today. We all know the news, right?
Oh.
But however,
Oh
no.
my God.
this man came in.
Oh no, Nate with the Hulk Hogan rip.
This man came in and DQ'd. I've been waiting to do that, by the way.
Oh no, Jake's
This
gonna
whole
have to go back
show.
and watch that one.
But yeah, this man, CM Punk.
The rip of the joy. We're gonna have to clip that one.
Even though we do wish it was someone else, but I'll take CM Punk.
Yeah, well, this was a surprise. I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about Punk. So that was awesome to see him come back. We're expecting Logan Paul. I'm glad you don't have a Logan Paul shirt underneath that CM Punk shirt.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. No, that's a good reveal there. Just as surprised as Nate's shirt reveal as I was for CM Punk coming back. I was like, what in the world is he doing here? Why is he interjecting here? I had to think for a second on how this was going to pan out and work out. And then I was like, oh, tag team match, clearly. But so right now it's looking like 3-on-2. So the new Paul Heyman stable is going to need a third man unless Paul wants to wrestle.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Well,
the
it's gonna
man.
be the man.
Oh no, not that man. Man. They'd be better off recruiting the one who made her the man, Nia Jax.
No, the new Paul Heyman guy's gonna be Dean Ambrose.
John Moxley.
Yeah, John,
Yeah,
he hasn't
his
finished his
return.
he hasn't finished his feud with Cope yet, so he's not going
Oh,
anywhere.
God, yeah. Yeah, he's over walking like a sticks up his ass in AEW for a while. I have a
Big old
feeling.
stick up his
I think the
ass.
closest thing you're gonna get is what you got at WrestleMania in a Shield reunion match. CM Punk being the replacement for Dean Ambrose.
But yeah, I feel like for this match, I wish Logan Paul was in the CM. I thought Logan Paul was gonna be in the CM Punk spot. Honestly, just because
It made sense.
he was feuding with Jay, and then you just threw CM Punk, and I can see why CM Punk got that and not Logan, because CM Punk is CM Punk.
Well, yeah, and he's feuding with Seth, and he's mad
But
at Seth.
how do we not know that Logan could be the third man now of that Paul Heyman group?
Yeah, I was thinking Logan probably would join them.
They could recruit him.
Yeah, but Logan's
think-
not going to be on TV every week.
And that's the
Paul
thing, and that's
Heyman.
the thing I thought of too. He's a full-time superstar, but he's not full-time.
Yeah, he's just full time in the sense that he filmed a bunch of backstage segments, and every now and then they'll show them.
Yeah. So that's
Be
why
like,
I feel like
"Logan
it's
Paul's
tricky
here."
to add him. That's why I feel like it's tricky to add him to the big highlight of H Monday, because he's not full-time like he should.
Yeah, I don't think he's the third guy. Even if they actually have one, I think that they won't have one, and it'll be Paul.
It'll be Paul himself.
Yeah.
Big Paul. I think it's gonna be Natalia.
I think Paul Heyman's gonna pin CM Punk in the.
Natalia's gonna join.
He rolls.
CM Punk. Paul Heyman.
Now, if it's badass Bloodsport Natalia, I'll take that all day.
It's gonna be the Hitman Natalia Hart.
It's gonna be bald Natalia. Oh.
Now I do have to add. I know, and I didn't see it, so I can't really talk too much about it. So I don't know why I'm bringing it up, but I'm gonna bring it up. I know Karrion Kross had a commercial interview, and I guess he had something to say about Sami
Yeah.
Zayn in it.
Yeah, we didn't see this because it was during a commercial break in the United States. If you're not using a VPN over here in the United States of America, you're missing all of the Karrion Kross stuff. So they decided to give Karrion Kross some TV time, but they're in a commercial for us. Yeah, I didn't see it, so you're gonna have to tell me.
I didn't see it, so I'll have to watch it, and I guess we can talk about it another time, because I didn't see it either.
Doing my boy Karrion dirty. Come on, man.
I know. I just saw the caption for it, and it was just saying something about. I guess said something about Sammy. I'm guessing. It was. Either way, he needs to be involved more. But
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's it. I think we covered everything going into Backlash.
yeah. Oh, speaking of Karrion Kross, like, by the way, he has the top selling shirt right now in WWE shop.
I know he's sold out.
Over-
Dude.
Yeah, over Randy Orton's shirts. And Cena, I think it was.
I actually liked his shirt too. I saw it, the Puppet Master shirt, pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty cool.
I dig it. Yeah, I dig Karrion's whole vibe right now. His whole personality's really coming across, and I wish I saw more of it on TV. I think the problem, honestly, he would thrive better on SmackDown.
He probably, yeah, he could.
He's dying on this net. Dude, honestly, Raw is dying. I think Netflix is killing it a little bit, dude. I don't know, I don't even think it's Netflix's fault. Whatever WWE's thought process is with their move to Netflix and putting so many commercials in and then still ending the show early. Dude, we're getting like an hour of Raw.
Yeah.
This is like an hour. When you put everything together, this is like an hour long. The show used to be 3 hours long on USA. Let alone, I don't want 3 hours every week. I want 2.
Yeah, 2 premium hours.
And right now, I'm just getting like a 2-hour show mashed up into 1 hour 30 minutes maybe, with excluding commercials.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is with that. SmackDown's got 3 hours of programming that they're struggling to fill, and Raw's got a roster that they're not using. And I don't know. Yeah, it's the mat is just covered in more and more logos and advertisements. And
now I do gotta say, looks like he's taking a dump, dude.
Looks like he's here with us. Like, Paul,
what do you think about last night?
Yeah, Paul, what's your take on Gunther Pat McAfee? Yeah, it does look like Paul was caught. Why is his head so lumpy?
That's what he's saying.
That's what it sounds like when he's taking a shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
now, did you want to touch base on the main roster release? Because our boy Braun Strowman and his kneecaps are gone.
Is that why
those things
fired?
Yeah, those things are got released, and he was hanging out on a cruise. He was on a boat when he got the news or whatever. Yeah, there was something on social media where he posted, and he's like, pretty much like, I guess I got all this time now, and he's just on a boat.
Yeah, Braun's weak knees, man. Those Gary Coleman knees on Braun. He's done for, man. And I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about these releases, and I kind of already touched on it on the Vertical Lives that I do, and I gave my thoughts in a little short. I clipped it and put a little short out, saying that I really only cared for Dakota Kai. That was the only one I disagreed with. Really, I could see why the others were let go. It made sense to me if I was standing in the point of business sense and needed to clean up the roster. But like I said, I really didn't think it needed that much cleaning up. It needed more rearrangement.
Dude, but seeing that
but Braun being sorry,
Shayna Baszler is gone, that means PFC is dead. That idea is down the drain.
Well,
it already was. Yeah, I know, but it's officially.
Yeah, Zoe, the only one remaining, which is surprising. Not using her at all. Still, too. Still sitting in catering, I guess. She's probably been told that her contract's going to be ran out, but she's probably got a lot more time, so it's just not been made an announcement yet. Yeah, all these people were like Braun included. Braun being the only, I think, the biggest name out of them released because he's a former Universal Champion for the company. And I would say, actually, even with the weak knees, Nate, let's give him his flowers a little bit because he had some good feuds recently. This is his second time back with the company. He was rehired actually not even too long ago. I think this stint was only like a year long.
Strowman, Fatu. I mean, he took up some
Strowman, Fatu. Him and what's his name? The Tsunami guy. Who's the
Strowman. Wait. No, that's Strowman.
Braun
I'm
and Bronson.
thinking Reed. Bronson Reed. That's what I meant to say. I said Strowman, but I meant Reed. I meant Bronson Reed.
Oh, no, the lawyers are broke up, dude. Now it's just Braun and Bronson.
Yeah. So Bronson Reed, he had that feud, the monster
match.
So he had
and then
he was
stuff.
feuding with Fatu before WrestleMania.
And that was the only thing I was like, damn, you guys kind of did Braun a little bit dirty there. I mean, he put in some decent work for you leading up to this. And the same thing with Kai. That's kind of what I thought was, she put in some decent work on the road to WrestleMania for you guys, and really got that women's tag. The only thing over in that whole women's division is the tag titles.
They should have put the IC on her and not Lyra.
Yeah. Besides, well, Io's just now getting really the recognition she deserves. But at the time, dude, those tag titles were the only thing. I don't even think Io had the title yet at that point. So it was still on Ripley.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude.
Fun
Stuff,
fun.
Fun
Backlash
stuff.
should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Cole's getting power bomb.
Oh, yeah.
So I hope he's ready. Bring his singlet. It's underneath his suit.
Dude, you want to know something funny? There's a short that went up of us talking about the Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff thing.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody left a comment and was like, hey, man, some people are excited for this. Some people that were WCW fans are excited about this. And I was like, yeah, I was like, okay, well, I think most people, or, most WCW fans probably think this is pretty stupid. So I don't know, what you're going on about and why you're blatantly, publicly in a comment on YouTube supporting racist Hulk Hogan and racist by association Garrick Bischoff.
You should have just told him like, yeah, I hate him. You like him? Cool. Thanks for leaving a comment.
No, I think I just said no.
No.
It's gonna be bad.
No.
Right beside his beer.
Yeah, he's like, you're just hating on Hogan and Bischoff. I was like, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Rewatch the reel.
Yes. Rewatch it 1,000 times, dude. Give me those views.
Yeah, because it definitely was hate. It was not anything else.
Oh, yeah. No, I just thought it was funny that I was like, what? The first comment I get on this isn't like agreeing or like laughing or making fun of. We did get some that were making fun of Hogan and Bischoff, but I was just like, what? The first one is a defense? It's not picking on these old men.
Dude, he has a black beard underneath his blonde mustache.
Yeah. And underneath that is a racist man. Yes. Terry Bollua. You cretin.
Is that his name? Terry?
Yeah.
Dang.
So I think I've cracked the code on who the next Paul Heyman guy is going to be.
All right, go ahead.
It's going to be Gunther.
That wouldn't be bad. He's a good villain to put in there.
He's going to lose to Pat McAfee, and he's going to be at rock bottom, and Paul's going to show up and just like...
Now, what about somebody... Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to pull an audible and say, same situation, Drew McIntyre.
No, he's on SmackDown.
Yeah,
that's the only
thing.
That is the only thing.
This group is Raw only, I feel like.
Okay, well, if it's Raw only, what about somebody Gunther adjacent? What about Ludwig
like Kaiser? Yeah, I knew you were about to say that. No, done. I'd rather Gunther. Gunther's better than Kaiser.
Well, yeah, but this is a stable where Seth is the centerpiece. I don't think we need someone who is just world heavyweight champion being background fodder to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, you put two badasses behind him, so he makes it like
you put
a
Ludwig Kaiser and Braun Breaker back there, dude. You put two henchmen.
I was gonna say Gunther would be Paul Heyman's main henchman. He would be like his main.
He is not a henchman, dude. He is the main guy.
No, Gunther's gonna lose to Pat McAfee, and he's gonna be at the lowest point in his life, and he's gonna be Paul Heyman's lapdog.
No, I think he's already got a lapdog. It's Braun Breaker's whole thing is that he's a dog and that he barks. He's
no, the last person.
They're both bronzing together, dude. You don't think? Come on, man. Paul's the third man. We were all fooled. The wool is over our eyes. Paul is the third man.
Okay,
or you can pitch.
My next pitch is Drew McIntyre. Still, they're gonna come it away.
You can do Finn going
Balor?
to he goes to Paul Heyman's group. And then Gunther at his lowest joins Judgment Day.
Yeah, I do think they're trying to make
Judgment Days
Gunther...
are faces. They're good guys now at this point. Besides
Yeah,
Finn.
and
We're about to be entering into the WWE Civil War. There's going to be no more faces and heels. It's just going to be pick a side or die.
yeah. So it's a bunch of factions.
Yep.
So the Hardy Boys come back.
The
Hardy
Oh
Boys
my
and
God.
Hendry.
Dudley
Hendry
Boys
and-
come back.
Yeah, no, Hendry and Hardy's
Oh my
comes
God.
back to save us.
Oh no.
Triple H goes back to his DX gimmick.
Oh yeah, and Triple H is back in the ring. He's gonna
Yeah,
have
Him and
his
Shawn Michaels.
He's doing suckets and farting in Stephanie's face. He's Bart Simpson again.
Yeah, dude. He was very Bam Margera about his approach back in the day, wasn't he?
Viva la Bam, Triple H.
Viva La Paul Levesque.
Yeah, Viva la H.
Viva Levesque. Oh.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Dude,
that's
some
Pro
good
Wrestling
ideas.
Sauce, guys. Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll see whose predictions come to fruition here at Backlash this Saturday. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to go live for that show or not. Subscribe and like to find out, right? Otherwise, I will be live for Monday and Friday SmackDown. Vertically here on the channel. Check out House Assembly Sundays at 9. Like I said, Me and Dirt, extensive R-Truth coverage you're not going to want to miss. Also,
We get into our truth a lot.
oh yeah, we dive in.
If there's ever going to be a biopic on our truth, we're going to be probably about a 2-minute section in that biopic.
Yeah, we'll probably be interviewed by Dark Side of the Ring at some point.
And we're like, what's your infatuation with truth? And I'll just like, he's the greatest to ever do it.
What's your infatuation with truth?
He has the most championships in WWE history.
Man, you just gotta sell it serious, like yeah.
Yeah. Most decorated wrestler ever to live.
Dang.
It's true. It's true.
I think that's a hilarious stat. It's just completely padded out by the 24/7 championship.
Oh yeah, that's why it's so
Yeah,
funny.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
All right, but also I will be talking Survivor tomorrow, so look out for the my live Survivor coverage. So I will be getting mad again tomorrow talking about Survivor.
Dude, it's getting down to the final 7.
Yes, it
Survivor
is.
End itself.
I think Survivor is ending itself. I don't know what it's doing here with this season, but compared to the last two I've watched, ugh.
They need
I
to
don't wanna
do,
get-
Survivor apartments and just
Yeah.
like do like Big Brother or something.
Well, because, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad season if people were playing.
Yeah.
Nobody's playing.
I do gotta say, I started the first episode of Love on the Spectrum tonight. It was,
Oh,
Oh my
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can't watch that.
yeah, it was.
I
it
would
was-
cringe.
it was-
I
it's
cringe too
interesting.
hard. Yeah, no.
It was definitely interesting. Let me say.
Yeah, I'm sure it's interesting, but no. I feel like it's a weird type of porn you're watching.
It's definitely a bunch of parents exploiting their kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird.
Because I know that girl Abby's mom took her on the Logan Paul podcast, and it's like, what the
Yeah, I
hell?
watched it. Yeah.
Why is she on Logan Paul's podcast?
God.
Why is she exposed to this freaking criminal?
I'm money.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. It's her mom. Her mom's just exploiting and using
They want money.
Dance
her
moms.
autistic daughter.
Dude, Dance Moms. My mother watched that show. You're talking about exploiting your kids for money. Sheesh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, they had Abby Lee fucking beating the shit out of their kids regularly on TV. And I'm like, Abby, you can't let her. You can't do that in the dance studio. And she's like, it's my studio. You fucking bitch. I'll fucking kill your kids in here.
Yeah, now it sounds like good TV. Now it does sound like a kind
So true.
Yeah.
Dude, those parents used to like go off on Abby Lee, and then Abby Lee would be like, "No, f that, sit down. I'm yelling at these kids," and then like they just kept
Dude.
going.
The best one is when she's on her phone. She's like in a mobility scooter. She's on her phone, and one of the parents goes up and she goes, "You yelled at my kid for using her phone." And Abby just like rolls off with the scooter, leaves the dance competition, and then calls the police, and then just like rides around the city with like the B-roll team, and they're just like filming her like scooting around.
I think I've seen the TikTok on that one.
It's
Pop
the
up.
best.
Yeah, pretty good. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's an
Dude,
interesting
she's not
show.
a real person.
Yeah, man. Classic. Maybe she's the third man.
But you see, that's when TV was decent. So
That's the sound of Abby's scooter starting up.
That's the sound of the show ending. All right, guys. Pro Wrestling Sauce Wednesdays, right here on Slipper House Extra Extra YouTube channel. Dirt, Jacob, Nate, Josh. We'll be back next week. See you guys all next time. Goodbye.
goodbye.
I mean, it's a good thing you didn't spam the Paul Heyman one.
That would have been bad. All right, fellas.
All right, dudes.
Peace.
Peace.